The Light and Love Crew. Gosh, I have a lot of reconnection things going on. Play low a little bit. I asked, well, I was shuffling, okay, so like what does my near future hold for me? And these two like popped out without me even selecting. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and select one. And this is what came up. It's the Devil card, but there is like a forfeit to any like lost battles. See? Because there's a devil energy that is around. And so that's what my near future holds for me right now. You know, you just got to kind of like take your losses, and realize that the blessings are going to come when they're due to, as I don't know if it's okay, well, there's more in store for me than what's like here in the here and now. And while this is my lunch hour, I wanted to kind of like just chill and take a moment and just kind of like relax in on, like, less than an hour ago we received an email, and it was from the person that's, you know, currently my boss in writing. And she announced 3 promotions within the total head count of, when we're talking about underlings, 6, which is, you know, obviously 50% of the crowd, considering that there's 2 bosses. And this is after I was told that that was just a straight up decline and that she tried and whatever. Now, this doesn't automatically signify that there have been raises, but, you know, it's, you realize that you're working with certain politics that are in play. And I know, like, this makes me, like, take a look at my own life, like, what's going on with it. And I know that this is, like, what I clock in and clock out of is only a portion, like a little blip of a blip in my life, and there's so much to look forward to. So that's the initial part of it. You gotta like kind of just accept that if you don't play by the politics, then you're not inclined to get what you want, or even what you want considered. It just becomes like an ongoing joke. But like, there's nobody that can I don't know anybody who has the connections that I do in this kind of like secret life. So we're using the Fountain Tarot again, and you know, I don't know what else to make out of it. A lot of the stuff that's wonderful is like very energy. So I followed, you know, my my little thing where like I don't have to say yes to everything. I don't have to make an appearance at everything, and I stood by that, and it was just like, okay, that's fine, you know. No harm, no foul there. And that was that. So what else do you want to say, Archangel Michael? What do you want to say about that? About what the near future holds for me. Okay, just that. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Upcoming reciprocation. This is a highly beneficial card where I just kind of hold the stuff to myself. And again, I have to remind myself to mediate and kind of bring justice back into my realm. Like, you know what? If it's not reciprocating, then don't give as much. There's no, yeah, that's just what that is. So that means like that's more for me. What do you want as a clarifying card, Archangel Michael? For me, and just for me, on the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Like, it didn't make me sad. I got a little frustrated about it, but it's like, you know what? Sometimes things are meant to, like, push buttons, and, you know, let it be. Page of Cups. So, this is knowing that there's certain constructs, right? That's a pixel. A three-dimensional pixel right there, okay? And that is just an increment of like a physical form of what I'm, having to kind of put into perspective. And I have my cup right outside of that. You know how awesome that is? For any of my kin energy going through the same thing, putting your best foot forward and getting the deliberate, like, push off the cliff, you know that, like, no one can taint your interest in bringing that best foot forward. So that's good. They're saying that, okay, you have a good attitude, Tina. That's wonderful. Death. So, this is a striking end. I don't really feel anything towards that card. I wouldn't say that I'm numb, but all the more reason to be objective to the situation, you know what I mean? So what does the near future hold for me, Spirit? Let's clarify that Death card. I don't fear it. I mean, I see it. And, like, I still got a lot going for me. I know that I'm still Centennial energy. Never negotiate your happiness in a workplace. You demand what you... At this point, I'm not really interested in making them understand. I already did that upon entry. And, if ignorant people are just ignorant people, So, what else do you want to say, Archangel Michael? This is more of, like, mean girl, like, in your face energy. And, the craziest thing is that one of the girls that were promoted is on maternity leave. So it's like, but, that's work put in from the prior year. But I was deliberately lied to and said that the boss would have to renege on other things that were in play. So I have the Six of Swords in reverse. It's finding the calm that is achieved. So I have my own personal achievements here. I don't know. I mean, I want to say that I'm, like, I don't even feel, like, angry about it because I know where it's rooted from. I know where it's coming from. I know how this person operates in their lacking. And so it doesn't really, I don't want to say, like, how do I say it? Does it disturb me? Does it? Chariot energy, I just keep moving. You know what that song, it's Keep Moving. Oh, shoot, what is that? I have to look it up. But I have another half hour to go here. Before my little break is over. What do they want to put on here? On top of the, Chariot card. Oh, you know what? Oh, look. So in finding that calm, like that horse that came from, like, the Death card energy, it multiplied to 2. So, I have, like, I have myself. I still have myself. They have to, sit and live in their own juices, whatever that is. So 8 of Cups in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So again, it's, there's a big emphasis on that, as you heard with the, beep there. And somebody, I think, was just exiting their car, closing that up. So it's kind of like closing doors to, relationships that make themselves already set in their ways, right? They make it, like, publicly known. But Eight of Cups in reverse is a comeback. And you can't deny that energy. A comeback is, you know, the return of like a rebirth. That's what that is. It's like, oh, I'm still coming back. I'm still like clocked in. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Yep, another beep there. And so again, Temperance in reversal. This is looking at the undercurrents, the energetic undercurrents, while I still hold that trophy cup. And this is making a big splash, actually. This is, the comeback is a big splash. That's what they're showing me here. So this is a total of 3 of Cups in reversal. But, like, when you get that Gatorade, like, zoom, energy, that dictates a majority of the undercurrents. So, like, I'm not completely assed out here. Might I say, not even assed out at all. This is actually the Ace of Cups total re-emphasized with the 8 and the 3 here. So, you know, like, even though it doesn't look like it on the scoreboard, like, everybody knows that I've got winning energy. And so, the attempts to diminish that are futile, my dearies. Yes. Oh, they told me to pick the top of the deck, which is the Emperor card. See? Total boss. Total boss. In fact, this is like attracts like energy. The major, like, tippy top bosses, conglomerate energy, who can, like, hold that big ass pixel up there, they know it's like King Kong ain't got nothing on me, right? Like, they understand this energy, like, of the attempt of a takedown. What did you write? It's just, okay, I had to reconnect. So even, and it stopped at 13:07. Why isn't it not clocking? Okay, there we go. What was I gonna say? So even with as many hours that I invest here, it's, how do I say it? You know, like, when you have, like, some quality moments and, like, your best of, like, most nostalgic moments, that those places that are orbs of light and home, are, I've got a lot still going for me. I think they don't want to say divulge completely too much about the comeback, but the emphasis, like, that's no secret, is boss energy. And on the bottom, look, the moon card. This is no manifestation. Like, nobody can really take that away from me. Yeah. What's the bottom of that? Oh, the world card, the finisher. Is that like a porn type of reference? But anyway, uh, this is getting things done. Yeah. So the death card is just, they're telling me to go back on that and say, like, especially with it followed up by, in those times where you're given a pop quiz to find your calm, and you, like, automatically achieve that. Do you know how much energy that took from me? It was, like, so little. The effort was so little compared to whatever mechanics were in play. So it was like, that was like an easy win for me. And being so, that manifestation energy, it's like, oh, like, all of a sudden you thought you ended me, and here I am, like, fucking, like, you know, moon goddess energy. This has a shit ton of pull. Let me tell you. I'm not worried about things. I just I know, just keep putting your best foot out there, Tina. You know? So what other things are in, you know, are in store for my near future? I'm going to ask for recommendations in a little bit, but what other things are in store for my near future? They said that one. Three of Swords in reverse, so no heartbreak. Okay, that's insured. And like nothing's ever going to hurt. End of the stick or even the straw about consumption. It's your function. It's consumption. Consumption, what's your function? So if somebody's dishing out stuff to you, you don't have to take that energy. It's, how do they want me to say it? It's like transmuting something before you intake. So you're digesting it differently for sure, because your acknowledgement of what it is something different from what it's proposed to be. And in other eyes, what it's supposed to be. So whatever it's like, what is it? Would you like an apple, my pretty? It automatically turns into like a golden apple or, whatever, you know? So this is interesting, the way things are panning out. What else do you want to say, Archangel Michael? Okay. The Star card, accentuated, and the Strength card, accentuated. Oh my goodness, this is like building a new galaxy. This is a star burst of energy, especially with it being accentuated and backpacking the Strength card. It's undeniable, you know? Just because somebody says, like, oh, you're this way or that way, or you know, straight up, kind of like ignores, your sentience, doesn't make you any less. Yeah. So, that's, I mean, that's actually super popular. Was it like that? I don't know. This is in the back, but, it's not just my energetics that are, but, highly coveted. Like, you can't put a dollar amount on that. You can't put a title on that and say that it's, any better. Billionaires or whatever, they have to see, like there's wealth beyond measure, bit, and, you know, you get to realize people who, are meaning to like disguise you or like throw you under the bus or whatever. And by the way, this is the first time that I've worn this shirt. I don't know how I got it. Like, I got it over the internet. But, it's just kind of like, hacking away at things, you know? It's, having that inner light, knowing that, like, this is not, like, completely, an aggressive type of energy. This is, holding your inner light, but also your ground. I see you winning. They see you drained and wanting things that way. You know, when somebody says, like, when somebody says a joke too often, it's like, oh, that's old. That's getting old, or, you know. It's like, come up with something new, right? And that's what this is saying. Like, their energy is not innovative. In fact, you know what? I don't even want to, like, pay heed to labeling their energy anymore, you know? Like, so what's the, advice for me? I don't know, like, is there any advice for me? Like, do I have, what's my, yeah, what advice might you have for me? Just keep finishing it. Just keep finishing whatever it is that you do. And I realize that there's a shitload of stuff that have not been answered to. Like I can't make movements to doing certain tasks because I'm waiting on other people to recognize the follow-ups that I've given after follow-up after follow-up. So you just gotta deal with what you have um so far, because it's a deal. And karma has its mysterious ways of working. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, even better. I don't have to build upon energy. So I have to rely on my intuition on this, even though it's like the waters are murky, because the Queen of Cups is in reverse. It's only like a lack of confidence in certain avenues which are kind of factual. Like, you don't give your confidence away to people who are like in reverse. It's re-emphasizing that. So even though the waters are murky as far as like kind of divining like what's going to happen, the whole being present in the moment, and that's the biggest form of protection that one can have. And so the agility is so much further pronounced in manifestation. So like if somebody's trying to fuck with your energy, you're in the moment, you can read it. So it's like there's no like people pleasing there. Energetically you're saying like sacral chakra bullshit and disguise that as a business deal, and your reapings. That's what that is. And you can go ahead and play games and whatever, but what you're reaping is very much like short-term sustenance, you know what I mean? It's what do you call it? Immediate gratification, like the devil that just kind of like pacifies you. So it's just like, here you go real quick. So that something else is happening in the background because, they're distracted in their own stuff. So, what wanted to appear is the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, the Two of Coins, and the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So it's really just setting the tone. Like, I know what's coming for me is coming for me. Nothing can disturb that. Nothing can delay that. I don't care what kind of illusion you put forth in front of me. I know I've got my shit balanced because I've said goodbye to the appropriate things. It's like, what is it, open and closed shut case. I think that's it. Right? I feel like that was and the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so have complete confidence. Do not stress about anything. There's something about an umbrella that like on the overhead. It's kind of, and it knows like how to pull string. It will be seen through and through. So the bottom of the deck is Page of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of gossip out there, a lot of water cooler talk. Again, but it's like as a new recruit, a learner, whatever, like the boss and distracts with their designer brands. So that you won't see like their snafus. Okay, so driving back to me. We're not going to go ahead and talk about them, blah, 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 blah. But, again, being objective on a lower level and on the higher level. Being objective with the truth and the learnings. Because there's anywhere, you know what I mean? People, and you know that people, like, are fucking around or, like, trying to fuck with you or whatever, doing the right thing. I wonder what... So, like, I'm not worried about, what their take home is versus mine. I got a lot of great cards here, despite all of the things that are going on right now. And like, are you just saying this stuff to make you feel better? Like, this is like the hypochondriac version, the paranoid version of like the divination to work to your just to kind of like pacify you. And it's like, no, they're just kind of like flashcards to help me remember where I stand. And so okay, anyway, I want to get like a clarifying card for that. Yeah. Yeah. Where I stand is well celebrated. Okay, so what is your takeaway now? Our takeaway, I guess. It is a 10 of Pentacles in reverse. All my mojo is mine. I mean, you know, that goes also for you too. You know what wealth is yours. You know what wealth means to you. I know what it means to me, and other people's decisions, however they decide to my takeaway. The 9 of Coins in reverse. So even with one less, supposedly if somebody wanted to have a one up, I can totally rely on myself. Like, I know I'm not lying to myself. I don't know why are these cards picked up? Let me see here. The Fool card, King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in reverse, Justice, the Sun card, and the Tower card in reverse. Yeah. So a new boss is in town who's going to like pinpoint all of the areas that need corrections, like full on audit. Like shed a light on everything that needs cleaning up. That's interesting. That's a surprise. Yeah. So there's that. I think that's it for now. Yeah. I don't want to divulge too much, and I know that like my guides don't want to divulge too much either, because there's a lot of like twisted energy and like, oh, well, she said this, but she must be lying, or she must be like cuckoo or whatever because I did this and I did that. And when you see the reactiveness and the timeliness of when I relate, you know, like things are, you have to have trust in the universe, honestly. You have to have, like, you have to know, Tina, do fucking awesome. So that's that's what's gonna wrap it up for the day. So now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors, all my supporters, all donations provided in light and love. And upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in this reading.